Go with the question.
We don't want to answer that question. That's why I said on behalf of my sister.
Some of the messages my mom sent. Maybe he hasn't proposed because you haven't given him a child. Men don't marry placeholders. If you stop dressing like a teenager boy, maybe he would see you as a wife instead of one of his little friends. I don't know. Should I feel bad or should I laugh? I can't understand. Mom, don't go on my mom. Only my father can go on my mom. Sorry. Hi guys, today we are gonna give relationship advice. Why saying no?
I'm not come prepared for this.
I know we are the worst people to give the advice, but we like to give.
Anyways.
Yeah, even if not asked. So let's go. I've been with my girlfriend for 8 years, known her for 10. She's quite gentle, brilliant, and genuinely one of the kindest person I ever met. She's silly, shy, goofy in the best ways and loves to poke. Fun. I love all of it. I love her more than I've ever loved anyone ever in this lifetime. So normal, like he loves his girlfriend, okay? But last night, there's always a but, and that but fucks the gut. But last night something happened that I can't let go of. My phone was charging, so I was scrolling Instagram reels on hers like I usually do. One of her friends DM'd her. Normally, I would send back some dumb reaction photo so they know it's me, just a thing in our circle. But it wasn't a joke. It was screenshots my girlfriend had sent her friend, and the friend was trying to comfort her.
Okay.
I hesitated, then opened the screenshots. This is the context. To read better, and I'm glad I did. I don't even regret it anymore because what I saw were multiple messages from my mother. Cruel ones. And the timestamps weren't all from the same day. So I don't know how long this has been happening. A week longer? No idea. So what he realized or found out, the screenshot was the chats that she and his mother were having.
I understood the English when you were reading it.
Some of the messages my mom sent. Maybe he hasn't proposed because you haven't given him a child. Men don't marry placeholders. If you stop dressing like a teenager boy and put on some makeup, maybe he would see you as a wife instead of one of his little friends. I don't know. Should I feel bad or should I laugh? I can't understand. You're keeping him from his family he used to visit. You think you're special. You're lucky he even brought you home. Girls like you don't get commitment from men like him. You are not good enough for the life he deserves. Reading them made my stomach drop. They were hateful and completely false. There's even more. Okay, so this is not it. There's even more hateful chats between the mother and the girlfriend. But these were the ones seared into my brain, and my girlfriend didn't tell me about any of them. She's just been carrying this alone. Smiling, laughing with me all this while, garbage was sitting in the back of her mind. My girlfriend avoids conflict. She hates upsetting anyone. I get it. It's easier to talk to a friend first, and my mom can be intense.
Can we?
Or is very intense. She probably didn't want to put me in a position where it looked like choosing sides, but I have chosen, and it's not her I'm angry with. I'm angry at my mother. I'm exhausted by this. She knows how much my girlfriend really means to me. She hears me talk about her constantly. I really thought she might actually be happy for me. At the same time, I don't want to make this harder on my girlfriend or make her feel exposed. If this was your mother, you already know the question. What would you do?
It's like a boy mom syndrome.
I was just about to say that. I know so many boy moms like this.
It's like a toxic bond, which from far looks like a cute mother and son relationship, but it's so toxic. Only the person who gets involved in that relationship understands.
When I look at it, it seems like there's a lot of resentment between the mother and son on basis of something they have personally, but she's not telling the son so that the relation is not spoiled. So just to keep that calm, she's kind of portraying it or projecting it onto the girlfriend, which is not fair because she didn't do anything in all of this.
She also remained quiet all this while because she was not ready for a confrontation. The day it happened, she could have directly gone to the boyfriend and said that, your mother is sending such messages. She waited till that got toxic. Now it is toxic because she had to pretend she's happy, but at the same time she was pestered by his mother.
Well, she waited, but I think in this story, she doesn't really actually share it with him.
If it was not this girlfriend and any other girl, she would have been getting the same texts.
Yeah, it's not the girl.
Yeah, it's not the girl.
It's not the girl. It is
I have
someone
an
close
observation.
than the mother coming in the bond, and the mother is feeling insecure.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it's very common, I think, even. It's very common.
What? This bond.
Look at joint families back home.
Yeah.
I won't say in the country, but back home.
Yeah.
They live with the in-laws.
Yeah.
And the in-laws are always downgrading the wife.
Yeah.
And uplifting the son. And the wife is always dealing with all of this for her entire life. And then that vicious cycle continues when they have a son. It never changes. The whole Saas Papu serials is all based on the same concept.
So what you said,
Yeah,
I don't want to mention my country. This is a different country, by the way. This is not India.
I know. But
This is not only happening in India.
exactly, that's my point.
India's name is brought up every time because it's very loud,
Yeah,
right? And we Indians only talk about it everywhere.
yeah,
But it is happening everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not only India.
Yeah.
And the way she started insulting the girl by saying stop dressing like a little boy.
I don't think the mother gets to say whether he can be attracted only when she's a certain way or something like that. It's not her place to talk about that. What happens between the two of them in terms of relation got nothing to do with, her. But I don't think she understands that.
What do you feel the guy should do now? So should he confront the mother or should he confront the girlfriend?
He's not going to get anything out of confronting the girlfriend. He'll just end up breaking up.
One of the things mentioned was that whenever he meets his mother, he speaks highly about his girlfriend. And I think that triggers her every time.
Yes.
And
Yes.
every time that trigger then goes back to the girlfriend from the mother.
Oh.
But she probably doesn't
Dude,
realize.
I did not think in this way, but she's right.
Yes.
Every time he appreciates her,
Yeah.
she gets poked.
Jealous.
Yeah. She gets jealous. Yeah. And then the way she takes revenge is by sending these messages to girlfriend
Yes, right.
because she know the love is so much that she won't complain to the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just tries to
God.
upset her. And apparently she's trying to break it off.
Yes.
But
yes.
because she can't
Yes.
tell the son, she's approaching the girl and
Yeah.
she's trying to, end it. Yeah.
That's so toxic. That's a toxic trap. If this guy would not have found out those screenshots of the phone, would not have scrolled Instagram, this would have been gone on for long till they get married or have children. I don't know. So you're saying that even after this revelation, it's still gonna go on.
It will always, in fact, it will intensify.
Yeah.
He will have to approach his mother and set some boundaries, but it will only intensify because she is blinded by her relationship with the son. So no matter what happens, whether if they get married, it will intensify. When they have kids, it will intensify even more. It is a vicious cycle with these boy moms. It will never change.
It is. It is. The only solution that I can see in this whole situation is he just builds up his bond with his girlfriend, apologize because it's his mother, and just as you said, build boundaries with the mother.
Yeah.
And if it's so toxic, you need to get out of it too. Or else I don't think any of your ship is gonna sail, your relationship or your relationship with your mother. Because that is toxic.
Mm.
Be any other girl, she's gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now the question comes again. The main questions which we are dodging from a while. I will answer it first. So to
Okay.
make you
Uncomfortable. Uncomfortable.
to make you uncomfortably comfortable.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, before you said that, I'll add one more point in the first. No, first it's okay. That
Yeah.
this thing is also that because in this situation she was carrying this burden on her own, speaking to friends but not sharing it with the
The guy.
boyfriend, and there would have been a point eventually where this would have eaten up into the subconscious, and the relationship wouldn't have lasted in the long run
Yeah.
if this continued. So that also is something that could have happened with this constant negativity and toxicity
Yeah. So,
coming from, and he wouldn't have known unless she would have spoken to him.
what I understand from what you said is it was almost broken. It was just surface level that's going on. After few days or months, it would have been broken, the bond, because it's so toxic, right?
No, for now, I think they seem like they're okay and they're dealing with it
Yeah.
fine. That their relationship is fine. But
Yeah.
over time, this one-sided
Yeah.
pressure that she keeps getting and not being able to share it, or she's chosen not to share it
Yeah.
with the boyfriend, it would eat into their relationship.
Yeah.
And he would not know where is it coming from.
Because when you get into a relationship or a marriage or anything like that, more than the bond between you and your partner is the bond between you and your partner's family. It is more like two families coming together rather than two partners coming together. But this bond is so toxic because speaking of this, I remember my friend. He had a girlfriend, but she was little dusky, and he's. Oh, you already know it. Before you know, see, so his family was not. In short, his family was not ready for her because they wanted fair. Okay, and it was all on the table. They already spoke about this, but the guy never took a stand. So coming back to this story, so maybe if she would have confided in him and he would have not taken the stand, then she would have looked like a fool and she would have been lonely. She would have been hurt more. That's why maybe she decided not to share it with him, share it with a friend.
No one got what he said, by the way.
You
I
didn't
mean, I
understand?
understood that you want to share something that's happening
Okay, let me
with someone neutral.
let me explain.
Not
Let
here.
me explain it. That dusky wala story समझा तुम लोगों को?
वो story का I don't get it right.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
you
Okay,
started with
okay,
Dusky,
so-
yeah.
Okay, so my friend, okay, his girlfriend is a little dusky. Okay. Now the point came when the relationship got serious. Okay, and he took her he took her to meet his family. Okay, in the house everyone was sitting, chai, samosa, nice, full shadi ka mahal. But his family wanted someone fair, like fair skin tone and beautiful or whatever. She was beautiful, but her skin was a little dark. So when they said these words, they literally used these words. He did not take a stand for her by saying, I love her, no matter however she looks, she is beautiful for me. He never ever took a stand, and this lasted for a while, but then in the end, they parted ways. Okay, now the context I'm giving in this story is if she would have vented out to her boyfriend, maybe he would have not taken a stand supporting the girlfriend.
When I look
But-
at it, he looks like someone who would support her. But
Yes, he looks like it, but she's scared, right? If he would have not taken a stand, she would have been hurt more.
If she doesn't tell him,
Yeah.
she doesn't feel safe enough to tell him. What kind of relationship that is? Anyway, firstly, if she doesn't even try telling him, just assuming that he's not going to take a stand, then he's not the right partner for you, anyways.
Yeah.
And then if he doesn't take a stand for you and you continue to stay in that relationship, that already shows how much you love yourself to stay in that toxicity.
She probably doesn't want to put him in a situation where he has to choose and then have that constant invisible stress in their daily life where he now every day wakes up with this thing that I need to choose between you or
And
my
the
mother.
Yeah.
And probably in the start he might just choose her, but that might change over time as relationships get through the honeymoon phase
Yes.
and they get into your normal
Yes.
mundane life
Yeah.
moves
Yeah, but
on.
they were together 8 or 10 years now. So
Oh,
I
fine.
don't think, yeah, so I don't think they have
But
a
I think they
honeymoon
started
phase.
moving this.
They knew each other for 10 years.
Mhm.
Sorry, 2 years. But then they started dating, and so they together they know for 10 years. That's
Okay.
it.
They know each other from 10 years.
Yeah.
They were
But-
dating from 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Yeah, honeymoon phase would have
Yeah.
been long gone.
Hmm.
But you're also right where bringing the mother in the equation in another situation would have
Drastically
got this relationship a little rocky. But if that's getting it rocky, that means it's not meant to last. What she said, it's not strong enough. The bond is just going happy go lucky. It's just Christmas all the time and happiness. Yeah, oh yes. One difficult thing came and they are rocky.
Yeah, but it probably is not Rocky. It's maybe her fear that
Yes.
she will have to make him choose. But that might not be how, if they had that conversation, he might not see it that way.
Yeah.
But that's her internal fear. That
Because the guy seems nice.
Yeah.
He would have supported.
she
her.
seems nice too.
She also seemed nice.
Yeah.
They both seem nice, but the mother,
it doesn't seem nice.
yes.
So coming back to the question,
No
then.
comments on the mother.
Coming back to the question.
I think the question is too personal to say.
Yeah. We are reading the question every time,
I know,
but
right.
every time diverting, dodging, who zoom
Because I'm thinking if it reaches my mother, that's
Yeah.
why.
Mom pe mat jana. Don't go on my mom. Only my father can go on my mom. Sorry. 18 minus. 18 minus. Okay, it's so weird. I said that. Cancelled like Ranveer Alawat.
I don't think he said
Then make
anything
the-
that scandal.
Would you rather?
No. As you're sitting there, the apology video also.
I'm sorry. I would not
No, you
rather.
have to change your shirt account.
Okay, coming back to the question. If it was my mother, yes, I would have been shocked because if I had a very beautiful bond with my mother and all of a sudden she's showing this toxic side of her, it would have been something shocking for me and very emotionally heavy on me. I would not be like, oh, okay, don't talk to my wife and don't talk to me because I'm close to my mom. Right, I'm close to my wife also, but not that close.
You don't have a beautiful bond with your mother. You've already confessed that your mother can be difficult.
Yeah. I think it's
No, wait,
It's a-
wait. I'm talking about myself.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
you
about
should-
yourself only.
When did he say?
This question, what I'm
No,
saying,
the question is if it's your mother.
My mother.
Okay, your mother.
yeah, it's not his
That's
mother.
what I'm saying. मुझे वो question answer करना है. If it's
Because my girlfriend doesn't dress up like a boy.
no, but you have to just give the mother as yours. That story is that.
Okay. The story. So, yeah, but I would have been hurt and I would go and confront my mother. But before that, I would console my girlfriend also because she's been going through a very tough time for a long time. And then face the situation because it's all out now. It's action now. You can't just sit on the back seat and enjoy. You have to take some stand and you have to have difficult conversation, which is difficult, but it has to be had. The next.
if it was my mother in this situation, honestly, my mother would never know. But if I was the boy and she got to know or something like that,
Got to know about what?
if I got to know about how she really was
Okay.
talking to my girlfriend and I was the guy, I think I would really want all of us to be in the same room. However hard it gets, have a proper clear conversation where all the people involved in it are there, which is the girlfriend, the boyfriend, apparently me and the mother, where all three are just there and, having a full clear conversation and then make a decision, okay, what works for me and, what doesn't work for me. Maybe my mother was doing it either from the bond aspect or from where was she doing it to understand that and also to understand why my girlfriend was keeping it for so long. Like what made her think that it was not okay to talk about it.
What
You know-
what if they don't like each other? They're just fighting constantly. You're trying to be the mediator, but they're just fighting. What would you
The
do?
mother and the
Daughter. Daughter-in-law. To be daughter-in-law.
whatever it is, if it is the mother and that one constantly fighting, I have to eventually choose, because you can't have a constant negative energy from
Yes.
both sides. You can choose to meet your mother on separate days where your girlfriend or your wife doesn't necessarily have to be there, and you can do the same either way, like you go meet your girlfriend or whatever without your mother, and your mother doesn't necessarily have to have any contact with your girlfriend, because they are two different people. I understand that you want to be family at some point, but not necessarily everyone's personality gets along.
It's easy to say, but what on family gatherings, and it has to be a mutual understanding then.
It has to come to boundaries then, like she
Yeah.
said, because then it has to be said to, okay, neither will you tell something to my mother, neither will my mother say something
I
to
love
you.
both of you.
Equally will, like, end there. That's
Yeah.
it. And if it's getting ugly, then I have to take either one of them out of the situation, because that's how it is. That's how ugly it is.
I love both of you, but on separate days.
Without saying too much.
First, I thought she's talking about you, but
Yeah, I'm talking about her.
No, but I think. How can I say?
क्या है इसमें?
I think. I think. Okay. So,
We don't want to answer that question. That's why I said
No.
on behalf of my sister, I echo
so I think I'm not going to answer it like I'll try.
directly. Let's see.
I would say if it was my mother, I would try first to understand, is there something that I'm sensing when I speak to my mother or I speak to my girlfriend about, I'm not lesbian, but okay. I don't speak about it.
Snip snap.
Just understand those cues to
Yeah.
see earlier on if I'm picking up something that's probably not.
You are manipulating me now because I'm trying to now think maybe
But manipulating.
not manipulate, but I'm opening up my mind more
Mm.
where I feel, what if the girlfriend is wrong? What if she also is not that great?
How did she influence you
No,
in that direction?
I was already thinking.
Because it's this
On
man.
the mother side.
It's my basically.
I love my mother.
My mom and the mom and they are the mother and son thing it is.
Don't say that. Apology video banana पड़ेगा मुझे. Would you rather be your father? Okay. हाँ, ये पूरी की song तेरी अच्छा है. ठीक है, चलो, सब खत्म कर.
Finish, finish.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
So,
Done.
would you rather?
Cut.
I didn't finish the answer, but that's fine.
Let's not overlap each other.
Mm.
इसको एंड करते हैं इस पे ही मैं काट दूंगा, ठीक है. डन. और कुछ बोलना है कुछ ऐसा
The
दिल का
next story.
बात वो है नेक्स्ट स्टोरी. I'm just saying before starting the next story.